What I wish I knew at Arlington, it's not just about remembering the fallen but also about political spats. Vice President Kamala Harris has thrown a sharp critique at former President Donald Trump over an incident at Arlington National Cemetery. Trump, accompanied by his team, was accused of violating cemetery regulations and disrespecting the solemn grounds. An Arlington employee reported being pushed aside by a Trump staffer, sparking outrage. Harris condemned the incident, emphasizing the sanctity of honoring veterans without political exploitation. She stated, "Those who fail to uphold this sacred duty are unfit to hold the office of president." Trump defended his visit, claiming he was invited by fallen soldiers' families to commemorate their sacrifice. He dismissed accusations as politically motivated attacks. Gold Star families supported Trump, criticizing Harris for politicizing the event. House Democrats have called for a comprehensive report from the U.S. Army. As the debate rages on, one thing remains clear: Arlington is a symbol of sacrifice that deserves our utmost respect. Vice President Harris draws a line in the sand, standing firmly against Japan's bid for U.S. steel. During a joint event in Pittsburgh, Vice President Kamala Harris announced her opposition to the sale of U.S. steel to Nippon Steel of Japan. This aligns her with President Biden's stance, reflecting their shared commitment to American industry and jobs. Harris emphasized the importance of keeping U.S. steel under American ownership to safeguard jobs and support domestic industry. This stance is part of a broader strategy to bolster the middle class through government programs. Their appearance at Pittsburgh's Labor Day parade underscores the significance of this issue in the battleground state of Pennsylvania. While some U.S. Steel shareholders see financial benefits in the Japanese bid, the Biden administration is prioritizing national security and American jobs. Nippon Steel has pledged significant investments in U.S. Steel's infrastructure, arguing the deal would strengthen the American steel industry. However, Harris and Biden remain firm, marking a pivotal policy move in their campaign. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. Are you curious about the buzz when politics meets the fairgrounds? Let's dive into Tim Walz's Minnesota State Fair visit. Governor Tim Walz, now the Democratic vice presidential nominee, made a triumphant return to the Minnesota State Fair. Known for his relatable style, Walz mingled with fairgoers and enjoyed classic treats like pork chops on a stick. But this year, things were a bit different. With a Secret Service detail and motorcade in tow, Walz's visit was a high-security affair. Despite his jam-packed campaign schedule, he found time to serve ice cream with his family and relish the fair's vibrant atmosphere. Supporters were buzzing, donning Harris-Walz merchandise and celebrating the spotlight on Minnesota. Walz's military background and heartfelt moments with his son at the Democratic National Convention have made a lasting impression. His visit was shorter than usual, but it underscored his commitment to his home state. Balancing his duties as governor and vice presidential candidate, Walz's presence at the fair was a powerful reminder of his Minnesota roots. From pork chops to politics, Tim Walz's homecoming was a fair to remember. I bet you didn't know Oregon's drug laws just did a 180. Yep, they're back to criminalizing hard drugs. Oregon is reversing its previous stance on hard drugs like fentanyl, heroin, and meth. Now, possession is a misdemeanor, carrying potential jail time. But there's a twist. Offenders can choose between criminal charges or a mandatory treatment program. This law aims to tackle Oregon's drug problem head-on. Counties are encouraged to set up treatment options funded by state grants to help divert individuals from the criminal justice system. Sounds promising, right? Well, critics are raising some eyebrows. They argue that the law's complexity and the varying resources across counties could lead to confusion and unequal treatment. Some might face jail time, while others get access to treatment. So is this new law a step forward or just a new set of challenges? Only time will tell. Stay tuned for more updates on Oregon's evolving drug policy.